Hey guys, I'm Austin with Absorb Media, and today I'm working on some Super 8 footage that I was asked to color correct and clean up. This is a new setup, so bear with me. I'm trying to do this as raw as possible, and I thought I would just record this whole process on how I go about this, and we could just do this together. So I was given a couple clips that were already the Super 8 footage, and it's already been converted. So there's not a whole lot here. I was already playing with them here. I have not finished correcting these, but I used to use Denoiser by Red Giant, and I hadn't they updated it, and now it's a subscription service. So it's pretty expensive. So I contacted them. They were nice. I got help. And they asked me to I had to reinstall a different application and then go back and update to be able to use it. It worked for like a minute, but they kept asking me to update it. And if I update it, I have the version that I don't own the license to. So I got tired of that. So I pulled the trigger on Neat Video, and I have to say it works significantly better. Denoiser is very drag and drop. Neat Video does a lot more, and it does a way better job at it. So if I keep looking over here, it's my other monitor, trying to make sure that this is all recording properly. I had some issues with it earlier. So, all right, let's get started here. So I was asked to color correct a lot of this, and as you can see, some of this is not recoverable. These cameras, back then didn't have a lot of data in this footage. So a lot of the things that are clipped are gone, and a lot of the stuff in the shadows are gone. So I'll have to explain that to them. But it is amazing what Neat Video has done here in this. It's pretty wicked. So I'm gonna start a whole new. Oh wait, let me show you guys what here's a before and after. I don't know if you can see this here. Let me blow this up. Here is some of these clips are gonna be a pain because they're stuck together with some other exposures right in here. Look at that. I don't know. Let's see this coming through. This is hard on my computer, so let's see if I can play back at full. Probably won't play back, but I don't know if you can see in the frame here. Look at the difference of what. Oh well, this isn't just Neat Video. I used Neat Video to clean up a lot of that noise and clean up a lot of that dust and specks, and then I white balanced it and then added a little bit of color. I don't know why this is not registered. Come on, I just registered it. Let me make sure I got this Neat Video plugin in here. Pretty sure I do. Really? Let me double check. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to cut here because I have to log in for a Neat Video, so I'm gonna cut this out here. So we will be right back. Okay, we're back here, and I do have the Neat Video window up, and it's not showing up on the screen recording. That's something I'll have to figure out later. But I had to. I downloaded the trial version. I was playing with that, and it did an amazing job. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger after a couple minutes of using it. It's an amazing software. So I'm currently just making sure I'm logged in there. All right, let's start a new sequence here so I get organized with this. Sequence. I'm also going to give them, call it Super 8mm cleanup. Just call it touch up. So I was honest with them on my expectations. I've never done this before, so this is entirely new. So we have, how many clips do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got 10 clips. 10 clips they asked me specifically to color correct. There's a lot of these that There's a lot of these that are super blown out, and I don't think that I'll be able to bring anything back. There's practically no data in the highlights when I try to bring them back, so I think those are lost. pretty much lost for good. A lot of the shadows, but a lot of these clips are the Super 8 cameras would basically edit in camera. So like when you, I think they cranked, if I remember right. Not that I ever was old enough to have one, but it would crank and if you stopped and then picked it up again. So you'll see these cuts in here. So I'm gonna have to make my own cuts to adjust whenever they change spots. So let's just drag all of these in here, except they're on sequence. I need these. Okay, maybe drag all of these in here onto the timeline. And I'm going to change sequence settings because I want to match whatever they sent it, because I imagine they want it back the same way they got it. I'm going to go through here and I'm going to denoise this. Practically denoise all of this stuff. I wonder if I can copy that profile for my trial. I'm going to try doing. Oh, I'm still sorry. I'm on the screen of my face here. Let's go back to that. I eventually would like to live stream this stuff, so this is kind of practicing it, and I thought it'd be interesting to live stream real work from clients, things like this. This is actually interesting. I thought this would be fun, so I've never done this before, never been asked to do this before. But let's take a shot of, look at this little boy here. Okay, now watch what Denoiser can do. Let's look it up. Noise. Now there's a window that comes up. You guys can't see it because it's not showing up my screen recording at all. There's no audio here either, so just my voice. Edit. Oh, I put the wrong denoiser. I put denoise, not denoiser. Is it in here? Huh. I just licensed it, so well, I didn't expect to be troubleshooting in this video, but I've dabbled in denoiser or neat video years ago, and now I never owned a license. I just played with the trial, and then I ended up buying denoiser. That was probably 4 or 5 years ago. So neat video is entirely new to me. As a plugin, it's new to me. It's different. I'm not sure where to find it, so. I'm an idiot. I'm so used, like I said, I've been using denoiser for 5 years. I've been just typing in denoiser, and that's what I was looking for. Neat video is a denoiser, but I needed to type in neat video to find neat video. Okay, so let's pick a, wow, see what I mean? Like this, I don't think I'll be able, I don't think there's any saving that. I do not think. So maybe we should watch this through and cut where things are at. It's kind of cool. It's pretty cool to see this footage like digitized. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Just double speed. Let's get through this. Man, is that a crack on the lens? Or is that, it must be on the film or something. Interesting. Is this the same shot over and over? There we go. See, like, oh, this is gonna be rough. So clean up nice though, because let me let's create a place to start from with denoiser. And what's really cool is here, this kid actually probably be a good place to start because he has the shadows going on where there's issue. Okay, prepare, build. So yeah, this one, you guys can't see this. I'm not sure what I need to do to capture it. If any of you guys know how to record specific windows within inside of Adobe Premiere, like my sequence setting stuff, when I open those, it doesn't screen record on, I've used other screen recording apps too. I'm using OBS right now, and that doesn't capture it. So if anyone knows how to do that, please tell me. So I am generating, I'm currently denoising. Really hoping this would come through. Now this is going to be super soft because I mean when you denoise it's smoothing out the image, so it's already a soft image, a super 8. So so I'm cleaning that up, and then I can go through. Let's see here. Yeah. What is it? I'm gonna try the auto profile on this, see how it does. Okay, that did nothing. Let's. All right. I'm going back in manual. All right. No, it's gonna be pretty freaking smooth. Okay. So, and what's cool is while I'm doing this, I wish it was being captured. I can play a small piece of it. See what it looks like here. Okay. Play. All right. I don't know if you guys can see that. The small window there, but here it is with, without, with, without, with. I'm gonna go in and actually adjust that a little more. No, I don't want to build. I want to adjust. Prepare, adjust. What prepare means on that. All right, let's bring up the luminance. Smooth that out. Noise level. General. Okay, so I'm gonna copy and paste that pretty much down the whole timeline, because I think that'll give me at least give me a starting point for all of these, because it's all generally the same noise on this camera. So let's paste there. It's gonna be rough on my computer. Denoiser is always really hard on the graphics system. So. Pretty amazing what it can do, though. Really smooth things out. Okay. Ooh. All right. So, all right. Let's. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's start from the beginning. Pretty much smooth out all those scratches at the beginning. That is wicked. You know, I'm gonna restart that and turn that off. I'm gonna full screen this. Here. This is a good shot just to give you an idea of what we're doing here. See all that static and scratches and stuff, which is pretty cool looking, but we're restoring and modernizing this, I think. I'll probably give them, I'm gonna give them an uprest 4K one too. So that was without denoiser. Let's do with denoiser. Look at that, it's playing. Those scratches and that grain is practically gone. A lot smoothed out, a little bit easier to watch. But I mean, it's a soft image already. I'm gonna add. See if we can sharpen it inside there a little bit. Let's see. Prepare. Yeah, get my mic a little more closer here. Get comfortable. Okay, adjust. There should be, there it is, sharpening, enable. Let's sharpen this up a little bit. Cool, this gives you fine, medium, and large settings on sharpness, which is interesting. It's actually pretty neat. It does a pretty good job too. All right, so let's sharper. Now I'm not sure, they named some of these files here, it looks like. So inside the file they put, well, they named them, and then there's some that just say, try to, let's see, house, trees exposure. So let's check this one actually. This one says exposure. I don't know exactly what that means, because it's like there's detail lost in the shadows and it's blown out, so it's kind of in the worst of both worlds here, especially that tree. I'm not sure what we could do here. Kind of have to pick what I'm exposing for. So that person's face there is going to be... Look how messy that looked right there with cleaned up. That is absolutely amazing. Okay. Let's jump into coloring. Color. You know what? Since I sharpened it, I just copy and paste on all those. I'm going to fix all those too to make sure they're all... I'll have to go and manually sharpen all of them. All right. Let's keep this simple. White balance looks pretty good to me, honestly. Contrast, what's happening here? Ooh, we got a big vignette there. I don't know if they want the exposure brought down, and you can see here in the scopes where we're losing things here. Blacks are crushed there. Let's, if I bring them up, there's really no data in there. Okay. Bring them highlights down just a hair. And then for the vignettes, we're gonna fix that with an opposite vignette. Not really. And then I'm gonna start running into the point where I'm probably messing up the rest of the shot too, because this is all one clip. I'm not sure where to start cutting this. So yeah, so this exposure stuff I just did looks like it kind of jacked up what's going on here. Maybe not. I'm taking the vignette off though, just because it's not going to work for the whole image here. Okay, so I can bring up the exposure and bring up the contrast. That's not doing anything. I'm just playing at this point because I don't know which way this really needs to go. So looking at the scopes, we need to bring it down. Let's go to curves. Let's bring it down. But you can see we're gonna have issues with that looks better. Crushing those blacks. There ain't nothing left there. So here's where we're gonna have an issue with the beginning there, because that was fine without the curves. So it looks like we're going to have to find somewhere in the middle for this shot. I'm not sure we're going to get that middle ground we want. Let's restart here. Let me just drop it down a hair there. Shadows are pretty much gone, so I think we're going to have to lean into that. There we go. Done. Sent. Highlights, there ain't nothing really there. I mean, up in there you can see if I try to bring any of that down, that's all gone, clipped. So I don't think that's recoverable. I can still bring it down as much as I can, and then we'll see how this looks for the rest of the footage. Not really. Let's see where there's not a cut there, is there? You just go straight from yeah, it's just a pan here, isn't it? I'm gonna drop my resolution down to half because this is... I might have to turn Denoiser off, do some coloring, and turn it back on. Yeah, there's something on the top right corner of that frame that is kind of... Okay, there's a cut. And you can see where the jump cuts in there. That's embedded inside the clip because it was all on the same piece of film. Okay, there, I think I'm gonna have to cut. That's the way I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to cut on that. Cut. I don't know what I just hit. Oops. Okay, cut. If I cut on this, I need to be on this side of the frame, right? Yeah, alright. There's our new clip. So I'm going to take the curves off of this and just kind of bring the lip down a little bit. Not as bad. I don't know. There's not much you can do on the... I'll drop this down and I think I'll bring it up. Lift the blacks, ain't nothing there. Lift the shadows. Better, but let's add a little bit of saturation to that too. Bring some color into it for them. See, if I lift the shadows, it just looks bad. I mean, I don't think there's any making it look real good, but I mean, maybe there is better software for this kind of stuff. Well, I know there is, but I just don't think it's possible to bring back what's not there. So this, I'm gonna bring back that that harsh curve we did. Because let's see what that looks like with and without. Yeah, I think it looks better with that. And then let's add a little saturation. And you know, I should have moved forward with this and then cut, because those blacks are just, there's nothing there. I can drag this up all day. There's nothing there. So add the faded look to it. Okay, let's keep going. I think that's about all I can do there on that. Yeah, I don't think there's any, I don't think we're bringing that back. There's just nothing there. It's like detail lost in the shadows, but it's such lifted shadows that it's like almost like overexposed shadows like this. I don't know what to do about that. That may look good the way I already have it. Okay. A lot of purple. I wonder if we can take that out. So add a little green back in. Fix that. Those highlights are already down. Oh, that white balance is so far off. That's bad. I don't know if I can do much more to that with that purple. How are we looking? You know, it's better. It almost feels like I'm just adding like a LUT over this. Okay, that's a clip of her, which I liked how I had it earlier. You know, I just screwed with the white balance on that. So, all right, let's just restart that white balance. It may be okay. Now let's restart. Restart. Double click on all that. And where am I? Yeah. So let's bring this down a little, add a little contrast in there. Let's bring down those blacks a bit. Come in here, lift the shadows. Whoa. Let's come back up here. This guy's filming everywhere. He's just all over the place. Shadows are... Let's bump the exposure, contrast, saturation. Trying to go overboard with that because it looks weird if I do that too much. All right. I'm gonna redo that denoiser. A tip, I'm going to explain this real quick because this changed my life. A good tip for using any kind of denoiser, whether that's denoiser from, it's not Red Giant no more, I think Maxon, either bought Red Giant or they're just all under the name Maxon. Not entirely sure. If you're using any kind of denoiser, make sure that is on top. Let me switch back over here. Make sure that is on top of your effects because there it is. Make sure it's, I don't have any other effects, but yeah, I do Lumetri. It's like you don't want Lumetri above that because it will slow your render time down tremendously. And I never knew that. So I used to use denoiser on weddings. And whenever I would put that on top of the weddings, I would usually do it last because it slows up your computer. I've upgraded since then. This thing is decent. It would take sometimes over 20 hours, 24 hours to render something. And just moving that to the top of your effects and then rendering, I remember just being mind blown that I think the render was like around 3 or 4 hours, and originally with that on the bottom, because it's trying to denoise on top of all the other effects you've done. Put it on first, let it denoise the effects on the footage by itself, then add to your other layers of stuff, because it went from like 3 or 4 hours. I need to do a render test and do this in a video because it's crazy. But it was like 20 hours and then brought it down to like 20. I mean, it was like 20, 24 hours and it brought it down to like 3 or 4 hours just by doing that for, I think it was a 1 hour full length wedding day. But yeah, anyways, that's a pro tip there that changed my life, man. All right, let's see. Let's just for fun take a look at what we've done already here. So that's what we have. That's what we had. Here's the before. Here's where we're getting. Now, there's no face there. It's kind of spooky, but there's no face there to cover. There's just the camera did not capture that, so there's nothing we can really do. Nothing we can really do about that. But man, just look at the detail it's able to bring back in some of these faces. I think I'm gonna go in here into creative and add a little sharpening to anybody that has faces on it. Oh, right in there, I think. Yeah, so like that's just crazy how much of a face you can make out there. Restored. So there's a wish I can do something about that. I don't think I can. I'm gonna have to keep moving. All right. Let's see. Yeah, this whole, I don't know what's going on. It must be this the film or the camera. I'm not entirely sure how these cameras work. I've never shot on them myself, but that corner is gone. Whatever's going on there. So like, see, we got another jump cut there. So. And this looks a little faded, but I'm not sure. All right, that's probably gonna be the best. I'm gonna get that. I like those little flare transitions are pretty neat. And there's audio on this. I don't know why there's an audio. Must have been whoever. Let's save. Whoever converted this must have. I don't know. I don't know what they used to convert these. All right. Let's see what we got here. Well, my audio's still coming through, but I see my face cam froze. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. Give me just a sec. I'm gonna try to fix that real quick. This keeps happening. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's something with a cam link, but yeah. So this is why I'm not doing this live. I would do these pre-recorded ones first to troubleshoot this stuff because I'd like to eventually do these live. So we will be back after I get my face cam back on. Okay, we're back. Eventually I'll get to doing this smooth, hopefully. It's a whole new software to learn. Definitely something different. If anyone has any idea, let me fix my, oops. My, oh my gosh, click on the wrong layer. If anybody has any idea why, it seems like a common issue that I'm reading online. The Elgato Cam Link. I also have a Blackmagic 810, which I just didn't feel like setting up for this. That probably would have been better. But does anyone know like why that could be something that is just is it an Elgato thing or is it my HDMI cable? I don't know. It seems like a common issue, but all right, back to this. We already did this. We left off here. Should have a freaking intermission breaks at this point if this is gonna keep happening. All right, let's copy paste our denoiser. Boom. Oh, didn't copy it. Forgot I had to close it out. Copy, paste. Boom, significantly better already. Now this says exposure, so I'm not sure what it is in the exposure they're asking for. I'm assuming that they gave me directions of what they wanted in the titles of the video clips. So this is exposure. Now bringing up that, that's what I assume they're talking about, like the shadows there. There's nothing. I can crank all this up, and those are headless people. There is no data there captured to bring back. Which sucks. I was really hoping to do a lot with this, but like that is there's nothing there. So we'll see what those colors look in the last clip. I'll copy and paste because they could save me some time here. But it's better, way better, but a little too saturated. So I'll bring that saturation back. I don't need that. Also, he's kind of yellow, so I think our white balance is a little off. Let's cool it down a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I do. Sometimes I'm trying to make sure I'm not making these worse. Yeah, that's about all I can bring up. Bring up the highlights. I'll go to curves. It's a funky mark, but I think it's doing quite a bit. I'm going to turn Denoiser off because this is rough. Really just look at the look at what we're doing here. I'll turn that on last. I assume that the issue is the people's faces that were in the later shot here. I'll fast forward a little bit like that. Let's back up like this. I'm not sure if I can do what I need to do here. Let's turn Denoiser back on, see how that's looking. See, that looks significantly better, but let's restart these curves. There's really nothing to bring back, and I worry when I bring back, if I bring this stuff down. I don't normally work in curves. I very rarely make small adjustments, so very blue, so blue down. I'm gonna get into all that right now. So let's start here. Contrast, highlights down. Those shadows can come down, but see that it looks. You would think that I need to like crank the shadows up because it's like. Yeah, I'm not sure what the proper approach is to this. I've not done these, and see, it looks better. Like, I mean, not that yet, but I mean, it looks better this way to just smooth out those blacks because there's nothing. The more you bring it up, the worse it's gonna look, and I worry they're gonna think I did the opposite. See, I'm not doing much to it, but. Clipped up there. Let's bring those down. Like that is probably proper. That's just how the footage was exposed. How is this? Ugh, man, I just don't think I can do anything with this. Oh crap. Let's see here. There's like one little shot of his face there. Or her, whoever. Probably falling on my little box there. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in frame and still be comfortable. Okay, let's cut there. I'm just gonna delete that and drag that over. Alright. I am gonna get rid of all this audio because it's just in my way. I just don't like looking at it if it's not serving a purpose. So there was no audio there, but all right, they look orangey here, very orangey, like super saturated, but I don't know if it's the saturation is what their issue is. Oh my, let's push the highlights up, let's push the blacks down. No, let's bring the shadows down. See, that's just bringing them into black levels. That's where they need to be. There's no real, you're not bringing that back. Just not. I can crank this all the way up. all the way up. I know I'm gonna sit here and just complain the whole time. I'm not really meaning to complain. There's just so much you can do in these situations, you know. I'm at least just gonna clean it up and make it look good. What if I hit the white balance here? Where's it? I don't know where that yellow is coming from, but we'll see if I can take it out in the in curves. I'll bring a saturation down. Let's see if I can bring it down in whatever that is right there. Well, you can't push these very far at all. Yeah, got this funky yellow stuff going on here. That's even cooled. I don't know what to... Let's try some of this. Just straight up yellow. Look, yellow. Let's take it the opposite of yellow, which is blue. Let's see if we can tone that back. Let's see what we did. I don't see much of a difference. It is helping, but if I crank it over here, you start seeing spots. But I can blur that too to really. It's like blue though. I'm not sure that is the right way to go about this. Yeah, I think it's better. All right. See, there. I don't know what's going on. There's something in the right corner of all of these frames that just, I don't know. Do you guys see that? This whole thing is just black. It's like something must have been damaged, or I just don't think I can bring anything back there. I just don't think I can. Let's reset all this. Let's delete Lumetri. Restart here. Let's play it forward a bit. I'm trying to drink quiet, but I feel like it's making it louder. All right, so I'm seeing a lot of Lawson faces here, and they're probably expecting me to be able to bring that back. I just don't think I can. So it looks like these are all about to expose the same. So I don't think I need to cut these. Let me see. Do we change? Oh, the dog. Oh, little shepherd. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but that's gone. You know, you can't bring back what's not there. And that's the sad truth of this, but come on. How far is it? Well, this is froze. Save. And you guys have those moments where it freezes and you're like, control, what is save? Control S, right? Yeah, control S. I just know where my fingers go. All right. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna work on this tonight, but I'd like to get these done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish these, and I'm going to export them as is in the same format. Then I'm gonna create a new sequence and up-res them to 4K, or just export them in 4K in the same aspect ratio. I don't know. We'll see. I thought it'd be a nice little surprise for them, but I don't know. I'll probably render it all out on the timeline. I'm gonna have to go through and render. Oh crap! I've been adding cuts, so I was gonna try to give them each clip. Yeah, I may have to just, since I'm not deleting nothing, I may just have to drag them on top and then like match them and export them out from there. We'll worry about that when we get to it, I guess. But I'm creating problems as we go. So Denoiser's doing a lot here. It's pretty amazing. But man, there's just no bringing this stuff back. They want me to probably crank the exposure, but see, when I do that, we're just losing those highlights and whites. There's nothing. Let's see, is that looking better at all? No. I mean, that's color correction with what's there. There's just nothing. It's just frustrating. I know you guys are just, if you made it this far, you're just listening to me complain about this. It's just frustrating because like I want to be able to fix this, but we're just gonna do what we can. That's all we can do. Like this. This could probably be solved with some curves. Where do we get to that? Let's get to that boy. Okay, first frame, and then we're gonna cut. Curves. I bet I can bring a lot of this down, and it should look a lot. It's gonna look better when I do this. Just get rid of those. It's a faded black look that you just don't want. But then when I do that, I'm bringing those blacks down. And I think they're expecting me to bring what's there in those blacks, and I just don't think that's gonna happen. Like this, I feel like it's probably gonna look better with the curves. Yeah, because I'm I'm bringing back. I guess I'm just. I don't know. Black's barely moving there. All right, best I'm gonna do there. Let's save. Next, how much more do I have? We're getting there. Is that yeah, I just don't think nothing's there for me to. It's kind of spooky. I don't know what I can do about this. Let's just go crazy for a second. That is better, but I'm just making it darker. So this is bright. These probably look better just with an overall pull down of everything. Just a typical S curve really on those. And then, oh yeah, I need to get the updated denoiser. It's sharpened. Yeah, watch this. I seen this shot earlier when I did this. Amazing what this can do. You watching? You guys watching? Oh crap. Where did okay go? That's where you just see all the noise just really smooth out there on it. Yeah, here he comes. Here he comes. All right, watch this. So I've already created the noise profile. I've done all that, and I'm gonna open this up. Y'all take a good look at all that. I wonder if I can cut. You know what? I'm gonna open it up and then hey, paste and see if this will let me. Ready? Paste. Okay, that doesn't work. Nope. Paste. All right, back. Never mind. Now paste. You know what? I'm just lying. I don't even know what I'm doing. What? Why is it? Oops. Copy. Here we go. Paste. Amazing, isn't it? You see all that crap go away? All even the just the specks and stuff just disappear. I'm curious to see what happens to that flicker that happened earlier. That. Oh, it's weird. What did it look like without it? I don't think it looked like it. Yeah, so denoiser really even fixed a little bit of that. Look at that. That's crazy. Isn't that? That's just amazing. All right. That's still funky looking, but now what do the colors look like? What am I doing to this? Yeah, you know, at this point, I'm just gonna try to make it look as good as I can, because just color wise, because I can't really. A lot of stuff just can't do anything about. Those blacks down. That's not what we want to do. Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that, because now I'm just gonna. Yeah. Now that looks really good. It's kind of fun when you get a good clean image. But yeah, see they walk into the shadows there. No information there. This is really cool. Now let's fix this. I don't know what's going on there, but that could be from my curve. Cut. I need to give me one of them loop decks. Yeah. I think that'd be really helpful. So I'm gonna turn like this. Give the keyboard. This mic is. I need to get like a boom arm over here. I got one. I just didn't feel like setting it up, and it's just right in my elbow way right now. I'm trying to keep it as close as I can without cranking it all. Okay. So got this stuff going on. Let's restart these curves. I think I'm gonna stick to curves on this because this seems to be doing the most. Seems to be. I mean, curves are a freaking powerful tool. Very powerful tool. See, I'm just making it darker though. Didn't mean to do that. Just want that point going. I don't want that. Well, yeah. So just. Is there auto exposure on those, or how did those work? I don't entirely know. Because I'm just changing. It kind of looks like he's brightening it, trying to expose for those shadows, but the camera just can't. Now, this is where my curves are probably just screwing up this whole thing. Yeah, see, that's just you lean into that. You get this. Look at that S curve. What is going on? I mean, let's see what the rest looks like though. It's just black. Oh, yeah. See, I'm just ruining the rest of this though. Yeah, I can't do that. I can lower it down a little bit, maybe like that. But he changes the exposure here. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like trying to fix variable ND. It's, so I'm going, yeah, I don't know if that's the same shot or not. Did we cut here? All right, I think what we're gonna do is yeah, we gotta cut there. So I'm trying to only cut on their cuts. That way I'm not, see, man, I just don't. This is a pain, you know? Thought this would be a lot easier. And you know, I didn't consider all these cuts I'd be in this on the Super 8. All right. Well, we smash those curves down. Bring it down. Actually, let's just start from here. It's midpoint. Yeah, see, to me, I'd say it's a better image. It's just a better image to me. Oop, no. Really just bringing those blacks down. That's, you know, maybe bump saturation a hair, some contrast. But I'm just gonna paste that last curve and see if that fixes this shot, because that seems to be like a, should just save it out as a LUT for faded. If you get rid of the faded, I'm getting rid of those, sorry, it's just annoy me. Okay, orange, yeah. Okay, what do we got going on? First of all, let's clean up that, let's get that new denoiser on, you know, new denoiser. All right, now we got a huge blue hue shift here. What is going on? Okay, let's just to start off. Okay, it's just probably lens flaring. I think I'm gonna copy and paste that curve. Whoa, what did I do? From, what is going on here? blacks down a little bit because there's some funky stuff here. There's some funky stuff. What an odd camera. Okay, back to this. Where are those? Yeah, the curves I want to copy and paste. I don't want to paste. Copy. Oh, finally I recovered something. Finally, add a little contrast to that. A little saturation. Pop those greens out. A little too much. What we got going on? Yeah, this is wicked. So there's nothing there though to bring up, so might as well let the shadows be shadows, right? Let's see, did I fix that? Yes, that's color correction. See, to me, I just hope that they can see. I may have to do a side by side that what's happening here. Now that this is probably unrecoverable. But let's take my curves off and see if I'm helping myself or hurting myself. Base cam froze yet? Nope. Okay. All right. Yeah, hurting myself really. Oh, a dog. Okay. Let's pull that down. Pull this down. You see, we're blacks. We're pretty much black already, so I don't want to go any lower than that. Pretty much, I'm just sticking at curves for the rest of this to fix these little minor exposure. Just trying to. Can you see right here in the waveform what's happening here? You kind of see when I move this. See the gap. It's like some funky color going on. It's kind of bringing the colors together to too far, to kind of just smooth out this whatever's going on here. And then we need to bring this down a little bit. We're just having to make trade-offs, you know. And to me, I think the kids, seeing the kids are probably the most, the faces, the people, is probably the most important thing I think that they want to see, right? When you think, all right, so all of this looks like it's about exposed the same until we get to any weird cuts. It's so cool looking, isn't it? Okay, let's expose for one that kind of looks like in the middle ground there. I like this. Where are we at? Yeah, there's nothing there. I'm going to do what we got to do, right? Make a big old S curve on that. Man, what does that look like without the S curve? Is it just super? Yeah, I mean, okay. Then I lose this. We are going to have to go cut frame by frame, basically, for this. Oh, no, back. Okay. Cut. All right. Now let's bring that back down. No, not that. Let's bring those. Let's bring this. Touch the floor on those. Oh, thanks. Thanks for saving. What are you planning? Like, yeah, I'm gonna crash here in a minute. Got your back. All right. I'm gonna say that's probably best we're gonna get. Sharpen it up a little bit. All right. Okay, what did it look like before? What we got? Before, after. I'd say that's exposed. That is color correction. I think the best it's gonna get here. Yeah, about all I can do. There's just that faded stuff, really, is all I'm cleaning up. What we got here? Oh, just a snow shot. All right, man, that denoiser is wicked. All right, let's see. White balance. Let's Wearing a white shirt. Right there. A lot better. Add a little saturation. We have too much magenta going on there. Dial that back. Curves. One. Let's do our typical 3-point S curve. Bring them down. Bring them down. Bring them down. Bring up. Let's retain some of those highlights. Really just got a hard arc on that. Ah, this shot, yeah. Cleaned up. Yeah, well, I white balanced off this wall and I got a good, yeah, I got a good look off that. There we go. The camera's doing some funky stuff at the beginning. I think that is a proper, that's amazing. All right, where were we? Let's go back here. Face. Check it out. Denoised. This is how it looked before. Isn't that pretty cool? All right. Back home. All right, let's see. Now this is gonna be an issue. I'm not sure what we can do about this, but oh, actually, I want to take that. There's a hard vignette there I want to fix up. Exact frame cut. All right. So the vignette. Let's pull the opposite effect out, which is what I'm doing is I'm adding a. You can kind of see right there if I can do it. I'm pulling the going to the vignette and doing like the opposite effect where I'm pulling an opposite vignette where it's lightening the sides here, and then I'm gonna take the midpoint and probably bring it in a little more. Round it and then feather the crap out of it right there. Yep. Now let's check this out. Check this out. Let's go back to his face so you can really see that detail. Where's his face at? Check that detail out. Okay. Let's do before. Look at that. It's mush, grainy. Noise reduction, and then the color correction we just applied. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Kind of looks like it was taken on a old phone from 10 years ago. All right, what we got here? Snow. Just kind of fast forward. Oh, let's see. Yeah, those faces are probably gone. It's like it's underexposed but blown out. It's just. It's interesting. There's no data, no detail. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's start here because I think this is going to be a good telling factor of what's going to happen with this. Oh, it's because I got my Lumetri here. All right, that's where should we start? Punch in a little saturation. Go to curves. It's at our 3 points. I've noticed starting with the middle always seems to be a good idea. And let's drop this. Let's just touch 0 on blacks. There's really no blacks in the image, so maybe we shouldn't touch 0. Bringing down those highlights, what we need, but there's nothing there. There we go. There's nothing there. Bring the whites down, but we need white because there's snow, right? It's all snow. So exposing that, I can add contrast. I think it's going to make it give the look that it has something going on. We can bring the shadows down. I'm thinking bringing the blacks down is probably all we're going to be able to do. I can add more saturation. How is this? Does it do anything? Yeah, it's doing something, but there's no data on that one. Really kind of stuck with what we got there. Where are those dogs? We'll check that shot out. Make sure. Where were they? Oh. All right. So yeah, more information here, but still not much of anything. I wonder a white balance, the snow. No. You know, any of you guys get good luck with the auto white balance? Either I'm not seeing true white or I just keep getting bad luck with that. And a little magenta, a little warmth. Let's bring those blacks down. I imagine those dogs are actually black, right? Okay. That's probably the best I'm gonna get. I mean, there's no face there. Barely make any lips out there. It's just not. I just screwed up the whole thing, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, no. Why are we looking yellow? That's better to me. Honestly, I think pumping up the saturation is going to do a lot here. It's just going to give a little bit color where there isn't color, I think. All right, next shot. What we got? Ooh, spooky. Let's copy paste denoiser from the last clip. And it looks like we're gonna curve the crap out of this shot. Ooh, oh, that's cool. Somebody's house. Yeah, it's gone. No data there. Let's go to the people here and start there. Our 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Start in the midtones. Bring down the shadows. Really gotta crush those here. Bring this down. These probably fine where they're at. Yeah. With saturation, contrast, a little more. It's about all I can do with that. Let's see, did I bring a little bit of his face back? We did something. We did something there. Bringing me that. It's odd because I'm like crushing the blacks and it's bringing back more detail. It's just so faded. There's just like no contrast in any of this footage. Interesting. Cool. All right. I'm going to... Ooh, you know, maybe that's all I've needed to do this whole time is just really bring those blacks down. Because that's just how it was exposed. I mean, I'm correcting his exposure, but he exposed for the shadows. You know? I can't really fix that. Ooh. Yeah. See? I bet this looks way better. Yeah, it does. A little dark. I'll bring it up a little. Yeah. So I feel like this is going to look way better. Can I lift the blacks here? What's it going to do? Yeah, see, lifting the shadows is not going to do anything for this. No data there. Okay, so I'm getting the hang of this. I'm getting the hang of this. We're seeing it. We're learning, aren't we? We're seeing what we're doing. Ooh, this will be a fun one. What's going on here? We gotta fix denoiser. Copy, paste. All right. You know what? I'm gonna copy that S curve from that last clip because I think I like how smooth that roll off was on that. I think it'll look good here. Ooh, it does. All right. A little underexposed here. Let's bump the exposure up. There's the hair, and I think we're onto something here. All right. Let me bring it back up those blacks here on this one. Not too much, but just a little. All right, what are we doing here? Checking the image out. After. All right. What does a white balance do by white? Imagine that's a white shirt, right? Better? It looks, I think. It looks a little too cool. I'm gonna warm it up a bit. We'll go 15. All right. We got another kid here. Okay, let's see here. We got plan. I want to back up. Let's do something different on this one. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Curves. Check out what we're doing already in the colors. Looks like we're already doing quite a bit. Let's restart these. Bring that down. Bring that up. Bring this up just a bit. Slow that curve up. Leave that there. Let's bring this down. Okay. And oh, this one's tough. All right, let's see. Oh, got exposure. That's an issue. All right. The highlights. This is not easy. Not easy. Did we help this? Let's see. I think so. Yeah. I'd say we helped that. All right. Looks better. This looks better. That's a whole different exposure, color. So let's back it up and cut on that. All right. Okay, we get a copyright strike now. We keep humming humming to copyrighted music. All right. That is probably the best that's going to get. Is it too warm? Oh, contrast. Let's bring those whites down. That's doing a lot. Those blacks are probably where I want them. Saturation is going to do too much. All right. Let's see here. Did we help? Oh, yes. You know, it doesn't look like it that we're doing much, and then when I check the before and after, it's like, yeah, we've altered the footage quite a bit. And we're almost there. We're almost there. And it's not gonna be anything here, I don't think so. I'm gonna do one more pass through this whole thing. When we finish, really gonna bring these blacks down. There's nothing there. And jeez. One more pass through, and I'm going to. Man, that sucks. You can see that face. Oh, you can definitely see it more after we're done with it here on this. Okay. How many more we got? We have one more clip after this. Oh, there we go. Walked in the sun. It's pretty amazing. Okay, I'm going to assume when it cuts there, we're going to do it different. These people on bikes can't see nothing though. I don't know what we're looking at. I'm just fast forwarding through here to get to, okay, there. Let's start here. Cut. Okay. Restart those curves. This shot already has quite a bit going on here to work with. It's probably much. This is I'm using the simple tools in Premiere for all of this here. Well, they're not so much simple anymore. Adobe's come a long way with what they offer inside of this, but yeah, kind of gives you an idea of how powerful it actually is. Yeah, let's see. I mean, let's say we did some damage on this. You start to see people. Yeah, okay. Because I was afraid to crunch the blacks, I think, at the beginning, because like it's so faded, you think that it needs to be brought up, but crunching the blacks is actually bringing back the detail. The detail is in. It's almost as if they're in the. It's in the highlights. I need to bring back, not the shadows. It's interesting. This is a interesting experience. And I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm bringing back what's there this whole time. Probably bumped the exposure a hair on this, but about half a stop. Yeah, 0.5, half a stop there. And you still get a little bit of faded look when you do that, but at least you can see things now. Okay, I think that's it. Let's unlink these. Okay. It is like pretty late right now where I'm doing this. I just decided to randomly do this now. I was gonna do it tomorrow. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it now. All right, let's skim through this and see if I can do anything better at the beginning, because obviously we learned a little bit more about the footage along the way. like the curves, like bringing down those blacks really helped, like this. Yeah, so just leaning into the blacks actually helps. This was kind of lost. I think I'm just gonna bring those down because there's really nothing we can do about that. I'm gonna fast forward, going double speed right now, watching over it, watching scopes, see if anything stands out to me that looks like it can really be brought down, because that seems to be what we've been needing to do with all of this, is just bring down those curves. That's a very interesting shot because it's so tough. Everything's just changing in it. Let's go back to that. Her at the pool. This pool shot. I think we could do more here. Yes, look at that. Look what we're bringing back there. And all we're doing is messing with curves. A little too much. All right. All we're doing is curves. Looks like there's a little too much contrast in that. Let's dial that back. Yeah, okay. And then go back in here. Let's crush this a little more. It's a cleaner image when I do this. You can totally see that it is a cleaner image, and it is bringing back what is there and bringing the colors into an appropriate spot. This, oh crap. This one I had, this one was tough. This one was very tough. This is probably the hardest shot of the whole thing. Just so much stuff to expose for. I mean, you still got the yellow. I assume that's just the white balance, but I mean, it's not like this was shot raw. Yeah, so I don't think there's anything we can really do about that. Yeah. And I think right in here is when we started messing with the curves. So I'd say that is it. Say that is about all we can do. Denoiser is amazing. That really took this to a whole nother level, denoising this. Denoiser, I know would have worked, but not as well as this. Neat Video is on a whole nother level. It's magical. I mean, it's practically magical when you look at what it can do. When you take this shot here, let's back it up. Let's take a shot here. Now, the one of the kid on the couch, that one really showcases what this thing can do. It's amazing. Well, I don't know where it's at now. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Wow, back it up. Here, we'll pick this one. I know there's a shot for a kid walking through here or something. So I'm trying to find a shot that was like at least exposed somewhat in a good range here. Okay, no, I don't know where those shots are. They're maybe toward the front a lot more. Anyways, this is absolutely amazing what Denoiser was able to do here. I don't know where those shots are. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's take this. Let's take this for example. Boom, boom. All right, look at that. That's where we were. This is what we were given. This is denoised. That alone just revives the image to something to modern age. And then we tweaked the colors, corrected, and brought back the exposure. That's what we got. All right. Well, my face cam is frozen again. So let's see if I can switch back to... All right, now I got my face cam back on. This is annoying. I got to figure that out. So what I'm going to do for the rest of this one is I'm going to drag and drop the, wrong one. Drag and drop these clips here to see where they line up, where see where I have a cut there. And that way I can see this was the original full clip that they had sent me originally. And I can just delete that and then render that out as one clip with the same title. So that way I can keep them all in line and give them back. Oh, cool. Camera shut off. Okay. Why is my camera? I must hit the wrong key over here on my other monitor. All right. Sorry about that. So yeah, I'm gonna give them all the clips originally in the way they sent them, and then I'm gonna give them one long and then one after. I'll probably throw some before and afters up of the renders at the end of this, since this isn't live and this is going to be processed after the fact and then uploaded. So yeah, so my hope is to eventually get to doing these live and do more of like a live stream where we all can ask questions and learn. I can learn, you can learn. And I've always learned more. I learned a lot just by watching somebody edit. If I can see someone edit, I've always wanted to see someone just, not anything specific, just watching their workflow. Just watch the workflow and the little things that they do. It's all those little things that I always wanted to know and learn. So if you got anything out of this, I hope you did. I hope that's what you can get out of just watching someone do anything, because I get a lot out of it. And if you have any questions about anything you saw me do about this process, this was a new process for me anyway, but I'm definitely gonna be doing more of these live edits. Well, this one isn't technically live, but raw filmed edits of real client work and the process that I go through on edits. And I think I don't know, I think I have fun doing it. I have fun. So, well, hopefully I get all the camera stuff figured out next time and this doesn't stop freezing up. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if it's an Elgato issue, maybe the HDMI cable. I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna be doing more of these. Let me know if you guys like them, or if you have any questions that you've seen about converting and cleaning up, or not converting, I didn't convert them, cleaning up Super 8mm footage. So that is all. I will see you guys in the next one.